Good afternoon, dear colleagues. My name is Bусыгина Т and I am teacher of English in Nazarbayev Intellectual School, Taldykurgan. Today I would like to present you a lesson that I prepared following a new integrated program development of the second grades in primary school. This is the lesson of the Unit 7, the natural environment, and the topic of the lesson is the weather. Okay. So, I set the following learning objectives for this lesson. Pronounce familiar words and expressions intelligibly. Write familiar words to identify people, places, and objects. Recognize with support common names and names of places. Recognize the spoken form of limited range of everyday and classroom words. So, for this lesson, we've got the following lesson objectives. All learners will be able to use appropriate subject-specific vocabulary in the speech, ask and respond questions about weather. Most learners will be able to write weather vocabulary words, use them in their speech. Some learners will be able to use appropriate subject-specific vocabulary, weather vocabulary, in their speech correctly, ask and respond questions about weather with minor or no mistakes, and complete all worksheets correctly. So, the success criteria for this lesson are the following. Learners have met this learning objective if they can recognize spoken language slowly and distinctly, pronounce weather vocabulary words correctly, write weather adjectives, do most of tasks correctly. Okay, in the very beginning of the lesson, in order to organize learners and to involve them into the process, to involve them into the lesson, teacher says the following instructions in random order. Show sunny weather and learners should make sparkling fireworks with their hands. Show rainy weather, learners shake their hands down. Show windy weather, this instruction for learners, they wave their hands up. And show cold weather, learners have to show that they are very cold, of course with their hands. Show me fog or show me foggy weather, learners close their eyes with hands and open, close again and open. And teacher says show hot weather, learners pretend as if they're waving a fan. Okay, and let's watch video on this activity.
Cold. It's very, yes, very nice. It's very cold. Show me windy weather. Ooh. Okay. Now please show me hot. Hot. Very nice. It's very hot. Okay. Now please show me cloudy weather. Cloudy. What's cloudy? Cloudy. Very nice. Cloudy. Show me foggy weather. Yes, good. Very nice. Foggy weather. Now please, thank you so much. Take your place.
Okay, second activity is the following. Learners are divided into 3 groups and they are given 3 sets of weather cards face down. They have to turn over the cards and match the pictures with the words. The cards you can see right here in the presentation. They match and say the words pointing the pictures. The main objective of the game is to revise active vocabulary, as we learned it at the previous lesson, and practice pronouncing weather words, weather adjectives, in order to complete the next task individually. So you can see the following weather adjectives. They are windy, hot, rainy, cold, dry, sunny, and so on. And now we'll watch video on this activity.
Just pictures. This side pictures. No, here, right here. Pictures and words. Okay. This side is for pictures, okay, good. Like this. Okay, wait. Very nice. Good job.
I'm ready.
Okay, we are ready. Okay, good job.
As you can see, learners are very active in this activity because they like pictures, and of course it's rather easy for them to match pictures and words, but at the same time they revise the topic vocabulary and they are prepared to make next tasks individually. So after they match the pictures, they point the pictures. I mean, in 3 groups, they point the picture. Every member of the group point the picture and pronounce the word correctly. If learner doesn't pronounce the word correctly, the other classmates or group mates, they help him or her to pronounce it in the correct way. Okay, next activity, next exercise is word search. Learners complete the worksheet. They are to write the words next to the pictures. You can see at the bottom of the worksheet, and they have to find words there in the word search, and teacher monitors the students, monitors the written words next to the pictures, and after this one, learners have to find words in this box, and teacher goes around and monitors the students. And right now, let's watch the video how learners can make this exercise.
Okay, you should find the words, and write next to the picture. Right next to the picture, the word. Okay, very nice. Okay. First write the words, then find them. Okay, you may start finding words. Okay, start finding words. Okay, if you're ready with the words, find them here. Okay? Yeah.
I'm ready.
Good job. Are you ready till the end? What? It's usually. What is it? No. It's the weather. Rain. It means jumbo. Okay? А погода какая? What kind of weather? Jumbo. Okay. How to say jumbo? Yes. Okay. Yes. Start. Yes, fine. Circle the word circle. Okay, circle, please, circle. Okay? Circle. Okay? Let's check. Okay, let's check.
Okay, learners make this activity, and after this one, they check. The teacher shows the answers of the task and monitors the students. Learners check themselves. They make self-assessment. It helps students to be confident and responsible, and as well, they check themselves, and it helps learners to remember how to write the words, how to use them in written speech. Okay, after these activities, they should have a little rest, and learners are in a circle. They make a circle next to the board. They listen to the song. If you're a kid, they sing and do the actions. They have rest in this activity, and they revise the directions. They follow the directions they are given. And now let's watch video how it works.
Boys and girls, this song is about following directions. So listen closely and see if you can follow the directions that I give. And get ready, because later on we're gonna dance. If you're a boy, if you're a boy, clap your hands. If you're a girl, if you're a girl, stomp your feet. If you're a boy, if you're a boy, tap your head. If you're a girl, if you're a girl, rub your belly. If you're a kid, dance around, dance around. If you're a kid, dance around, dance around and stop. If you're a boy, if you're a boy, raise the roof. If you're a girl, if you're a girl, jump rope. If you're a boy, if you're a boy, fly a spaceship. If you're a girl, if you're a girl, go swimming. If you're a kid, dance around, dance around. If you're a kid, dance around, dance around and stop. If you're a boy, if you're a boy, become a snake. If you're a girl, if you're a girl, become a frog. If you're a boy, if you're a boy, snap your fingers. If you're a girl, if you're a girl, run in place. If you're a kid, dance around, dance around. If you're a kid, dance around, dance around and stop. Let's do one more time. If you're a kid, dance around, dance around. If you're a kid, dance around, dance around and stop. A boy, if you're a boy, tap your head. If you're a girl, if you're a girl, rub your belly. If you're a kid, dance around, dance around.
Learners are very active in this part of the lesson. They're very cheerful, and it helps them to be in a good mood during the lesson. Okay, for the next, learners are suggested to play a board game. Actually, it's online game. That's why it attracts their attention. Learners play weather board game. They follow the instructions and answer weather questions. Learners use virtual dice roller. To play this game, they have to reach the treasure with the help of the sheep. As you can see, there are questions, or there is one question, and some points they may choose A, B, C, or D. They are given pictures, and you see right there, you see dice roller, you see sheep, and you see the treasure. They can submit their answer and know their result. So they have to choose from 4 versions, and they play with the words and the pictures. Then they check the results and go to the next point. Also, some listening tasks are included as well, and they can reply it and they can listen it again. And as you can see, they can listen and choose what they heard, and from 4 versions as well, and they listen and choose the sentence. So they train their listening skills in this task. Okay, this activity helps learners to revise the topic vocabulary, whether topic vocabulary, and questions they learned the previous lessons, and to develop their logical thinking and listening skills. Logical thinking in the following way. They match the pictures and the words, they compare the given question, they compare the response, they compare the questions, and so they develop their logical their logical thinking, and with the help of pictures and with the help of phrases and words, they revise the topic vocabulary on weather. Listening skills they develop with the help of listening exercises. There are about 4 of exercises in this game, and they train it and revise it. Okay, the next point for the lesson can be a role play. Learners are prepared for this role play because they have revised all the materials, they revised the questions in the previous exercise, they revised the weather adjectives and all the words related to this topic. In this activity, role play weather in different countries, learners are divided into pairs, and they are given 1 or 2 cards with weather, word, or a picture. It's up to the teacher. From the set of cards, sunny weather, cold, rainy, hot, snowy, and it's from the previous tasks. Learner may bring, or teacher gives, the equipment. There should be special equipment for this activity, and it can be sunglasses, a hat, summer or winter, a jacket, a coat, an umbrella, and so on. You see the cards. These cards are given for children, and of course the equipment, it attracts learners to be active in this one. Okay, learners pretend as if they are talking using a mobile phone. They've got mobile phone in their hands. Okay, learner 1 is here, and the second learner went somewhere, for example, to Alaska, India, and the other countries. The teacher may choose the countries, or the learners may tell the countries by themselves. So learner 1 stands or sits to the left side with phone and asks the question, "What's the weather like today?" Learner 2 stands or sits to the right side with the phone, and he or she is wearing the clothes, the equipment, according to the given card, and he or she answers the question. It's sunny, cold, rainy, snowy. As you remember, they are given the cards with word, or they are given the cards with pictures, and they look at this card, look at this picture, and they have to answer the question. What's the weather like today? In the following way: it's sunny, cold, rainy, and snowy. Then learners act out their role plays. They were divided into pairs. Some of the learners, they make 2 role plays because they really enjoy this exercise, they really enjoy this activity. And let's watch video how it realized.
Hello. I'm good. What's the weather like today? Today is cold. It's freezing. How are you? I'm fine. What's the weather like today? today? Today is sunny. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Start, please.
Hello. Hello. How are you? I'm super. What's the weather like today? It's rainy today. What's the weather like today?
Okay.
It's sunny.
Thank you. Thank you.
This activity helps even shy students to be open and they show themselves in these role plays. Even if they can't pronounce the question, they are given a small hint on the board. Teacher may write this question, what's the weather like today, on the board, and possible answers, and they can make a rehearsal. Students are given about 3 or 4 minutes to prepare for this activity, of course with all the equipment, and it helps them to pretend themselves as if they are in real life, and they behave themselves as if they are in real life, and they feel this weather. Teacher may say, or they may suggest to feel the weather. They may show the weather, but they are talking on the phone, so they should answer the question. Okay, this was the final activity of the lesson, and next learners give feedback on each other on the lesson. It could be done in oral form, and the main question were the lesson objectives achieved. Thus, we can see and we covered the lesson objectives in the following way. Learners, all learners, they are able to use appropriate subject-specific vocabulary, weather vocabulary. They ask-respond questions about weather. Most learners, as you can see from the video, they write weather vocabulary words as it was in the task with worksheets and pictures and with word search. And from the last activity, you can see that they use them in their speech. Some learners from this lesson, they use this subject-specific vocabulary correctly, in appropriate way and without any hints, without any glance to the written question. And they ask and respond questions about weather with minor mistakes or no mistakes. As we can see from the previous video, some learners, they have got problems with pronouncing words and remembering the information, but they tried, and the hints on the board, they help them to ask the question, and the cards which were given for students, and they work with these cards. They help them to see the answer and to pretend themselves in this situation. Okay, so next they complete, some of the learners, they complete all the worksheets correctly. They check themselves, they assess themselves in this exercise with the worksheets, because the answers were given on the board, and they just have to check and find if they are right or wrong in this activity. Okay, so the next one, by the end of the lesson, learners are asked to close their eyes, put a hand on their chest, and they have to show, student or learner will show one finger. They close their eyes and show one finger. They say in their head, I don't understand the topic. They show one finger. 2 fingers, I understand, but just 50%. 3 fingers, I understand, but I understand and I'm happy with my results. They close their eyes in order to be honest in this one, and in order to not look at the other students. And if they understand 50%, teacher can give them extra exercises, can work individually with these students. If they don't understand the topic at all, it should be the other work should be done further, extra exercises, extra activities. If learners understand the topic completely and if they're happy with their results, they can help. They can help the students who show 2 fingers or 1 finger, and it will be very helpful for them because they help each other and they explain each other the moments they don't understand. Okay, and the next one, here you can see references on the lesson, course plan of grade 2, English course plan of grade 2, worksheets and cards from aclgames.com. Of course, this song is very active, makes the children very active. And online weatherboard game. Weatherboard game helps the student to be open, to be honest, and of course to revise the material, the given material, and to ask and answer the questions, and of course match the pictures because they were such kind of exercises. And all the materials of this lesson can be found here following this link. And thank you for attention.